it'll put royalties on hold and everything until they get to the bottom of it. So you have to be careful with that as well, because that's been like a growing issue too. It's gonna depend on the producer, whoever made the sound pack, because everybody they have different ways of handling it. Some people don't want anything. Like I got like not the Rodeton placements, the Urban Chord sound packs. I don't ask for any royalties or percentages or anything, and I know some producers who do. I approach it from a TV sync standpoint, where it's just like, it's just something else, another, not really a hassle, because I mean, it's just business, but I don't want producers to have to worry about that when they're using them and they're getting placed. It's just something else to worry about. It can get tricky in TV and film placements, because if you're not signing paperwork up front and then they say once it gets placed, then we have to do something, it's gonna get weird, because once it gets placed, that means the publisher already registered the track with ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, whatever, depending on what country you in, it may be SOCAN or whatever. It's already gonna be registered under your name as the composer. So if you don't put that producer's name on the information when they go and register that stuff on your behalf, then you're gonna have to hit them up and say, oh yeah, like this producer that did the sample, he owns a percentage of it now because I use a sample. Then it just creates a whole mess. And that's the main reason I stay away from a lot of samples as well, is because of that headache that it can cause. So I guess it just depends on what pack you're using. I would reach out, if it is something that you think you'll use, I would just reach out to the creator and be like, look, I compose music for TV and film. So it's a possibility that this may be placed. Like, how do you want me to handle that? Like, do you want a percentage, or is it just, I pay this one fee and I'm done with it, and find that out. And then another thing about using samples is, if there's a lot of people, say you're purchasing a sample from, a big company where a lot of producers, like Splice or something like that. Yeah, so a lot of producers use Splice. So if you're not manipulating those samples to where it sounds totally different than everybody else, another thing that can happen is, you got this technology that kind of picks up on tracks, like the audio of it. And then there may be some confusion on who actually owns that track, or another producer can come and be like, yo, like I heard this on this TV show, like I use this in my beat, like I need a percentage. And then that can create a whole back and forth, and it'll put royalties on hold and everything until they get to the bottom of it. So you have to be careful with that as well, because that's been like a growing issue too, in TV and film. So yeah, I'll be careful, and then just ask up front and see what the deal is.